Hey guys, welcome to Everyday Fitness. My name is TJ, and here I want to help you get in shape to enjoy your activity, whatever that is, whether that's mountain biking, kayaking, fishing, swimming, surfing, whatever it is that you do. You've heard me say it a million times. I want to help you get outside and enjoy your hobby more. That's what this channel is about. Today I want to be specific on exercises you can do on a bench. This is an adjustable bench. The bench can move up, it can go down, incline or decline. I want to show you a wide array of exercises that you can do on a bench. These aren't the only ones that you can do. These aren't the only ones you should be doing, but I'm going to show you all the things that I do on this bench, and hopefully it helps you out. So let's get to it. If you're new to fitness or you've been doing this for decades, you've done workouts on a bench before. It's one of the first equipment pieces you probably bought or considered buying or have access to. It's pretty common. I'm not sure why it's taking me this long to put a video out about exercises on a bench. So this video is an idea from my buddy Riley. He asked me about workouts on a bench press. Shout out to Riley for this. I forgot to tell you this. Before you start any new diet, nutrition, or exercise program, or try any of these workouts you're going to learn here today, always consult with your healthcare provider first before you start. Now, basically everything that you can do on a bench like this, you can do in an incline or decline position. So this obviously is bench press, nothing fancy here. Doing it with dumbbells eliminates the stability of that long bar, so your arms can move independently of each other, so you're using way more stability muscles. Your butterflies. Now, you've got these pullovers. Now this is great for working your chest and your triceps. If you do it this way, where your elbows are staying pinned, it is more of a tricep exercise. If you move your whole arms together, it's more of a lat and chest exercise. There's all sorts of ways to change these angles. And with any other exercise, the way you change the angle changes the way that it works out your body. So you already know that I'm a kayaker. That's what I do. That's my passion. Kayakers love to work out. If they work out, they love to work out their rowing muscles. But this is a pull or a row. It's not very often that you push in a kayak. I mean, you do. It's just not very often. Leaned over curls. Anything that isolates the bicep in a curl movement is going to help you get stronger biceps, more defined, more muscular. When you're standing up doing bicep curls, which this camera's not really set up for that, but let's pretend I'm setting up. You'll see people, they kind of start doing this row and shrug movement. When you sit on a bench like this, it helps you eliminate some of that excess movement, causing you to only really use the muscle that you're trying to use. When you're standing up doing a curl, you have weight pressing down, 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 down. Now the weight's going straight down to my elbow. But when I'm leaned over like this, the weight's still on my bicep versus here. I can even see the difference from here. My biceps aren't that big, so you probably can't see it. But from here, I can tell the difference. From here versus here. All right, so we already know that we can do sit-ups on a bench like this. No surprise. Take your hand, brace here. Something fell out of my pocket. Doo-dah. Here's a really cool core exercise. I believe I posted this as a challenge on my you versus you connection with Stacy. But this is a hold your core tight, bring your butt off the bench just a little bit, and alternate these guys. You may want to try this on the ground first, because if you fall, well, you're already there. If you fall off of a bench, what are you, about 2 feet off the ground? But I'm only using 10s on this, and this really engages my core. Ugh. And that's a heck of a workout. Try it. We're just changing the variation of this angle. The bench is still a bench. You're just working a little more upper chest on your incline bench press, your butterflies. Bicep curls, for some reason, I don't really do these very often. I probably should. But I don't like it, what I'm doing right now, because I'm trying to talk to you. But I'll see people sitting up doing this. Okay, I get it. Your shoulder angle is about the same as if you were actually sitting doing seated curls, which you can do on a bench. So if you're at a 45, leave leave your head down. Don't be sitting up. Look, it changes my shoulder angle. Why am I sitting up doing this? Stupid. Then you got these guys, which is a great chest exercise. I'm gonna go back to your pullovers again here. The angle changes, but for me, the exercise is much easier this way. I'm not getting that fulcrum point, like we talked about earlier, has changed, so the weight isn't on my muscle, and the full range is as I would prefer. We change the angle of our little rows here. We can do these hanging rows, which if you're kayaking, I think this is more appropriate type of row exercise that you may feel. Be very careful with these. I'm always cautious with doing shoulders. I should probably do more. I got some dumbbell kickbacks. I think that's what these are called. Pro tip I got from, I can't remember who it was. When you're doing these tricep extensions like this, if you kick your arm out just a little bit, woo, really finish that burn off really well. There's different ways of doing this motion, right? So I can swing into it, which is fine if you want to work mobility. If you want to just work that muscle, fix those elbows like they're pinned. You're using a bench for a reason, because you're trying to isolate a muscle group. You're not trying to get this giant total body workout exercise. Don't know if you call it that. When I start off, I don't always go all the way down for my full range of motion. I start working into it. Again, I'm very cautious on shoulders. So at first, I maybe stop here at my ear level. If I'm using lightweight, I'll go down further. If I'm using heavyweight, I'm gonna go down that low. Now we're back to that seated curl thing I was telling you about. If you're sitting with your back against this, it's kind of like a strict curl. Decline sit-ups. And this works such a broader range of ab movement, range of motion, so important. You saw me do these, touch the back of the bench, the back of the brace. Depending on your balance, depending on how your bench is stable or maybe not stable, whether you should be doing these or not. Your bench can be a plyo box if it's stable. If not, don't do that. Just do free squats. But trying to show you what you do on a bench, so I figured I'd show you that. Okay, so I'm sure I missed probably some of your favorites. If I did, hey, get in the comments, let me know what's your favorite exercise. If you learned anything today, these are pretty basic. You may have, you may not have. Let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, obviously, and Instagram. Subscription is free. It's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of these videos. Typically, I am more specific on kayak fitness. That's where most of my videos have been leaning toward lately, especially with it getting warmer weather. I spent my first day in the river here just a few days ago. Absolutely loved it. There's so much more you could do with this if you added these resistance bands, if you put it in one of these cages, if you had a barbell. There's so many exercises, but I just wanted to show you simple dumbbell and bench exercises. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work.